Yay! Let's party! Hello there. Come out here and play with me.
Hello everyone, Lisa again. Welcome to Miniature House. Today I will make a miniature house with giant rainbow staircase in the middle. Melody and Kuromi will be the main characters. I hope you enjoy with this video. Stop! Don't quarrel. This for Melody, and this for Kuromi.
Okay. Here, please make my room the cutest.
Okay. Melody always matches pink best. First, I will make a bed for her. Decorative lace border around. That's bed body. A comfortable mattress will need lots of cotton inside. Carefully use scissors to cut up any excess fabric.
I want to use this ribbon for decoration.
Look great!
Yeah!
A little more detail. Do you know what the most attractive part of the bed is? That's the head of the bed. I will make the cutest Melody headboard. Must use cardboard to make the inside background. Then wrap it around with pink clay like this. White face. 2 beautiful ears. Bling, bling eyes. Yellow nose and happy smile. Little pink cheek. Great, but it's not done yet. I made another decorative flower headband. Perfect! How adorable! Now, I make a bedside cabinet. Little star as cabinet knob. 3 cabinets. Roll up many small clay balls and then stick them together. Then wrap it around with thinly rolled white clay. So you get a pretty little cloud. I'm going to do something a little extra special. That's it. Put it here. A little bit of flowers. So wonderful. I will make a mirror next to it. Paint it pink. Add a leg. More little bells.
Whoa! Look! I'm so cute! Right? Yes!
And cute slippers to keep the room clean.
Wow, that's wonderful! I do love this room, Lisa. Thank you so much. It's my turn. I want a lovely bedroom too.
Okay, just a moment. Kuromi also wants a lovely bedroom. I will make her a cabinet first. Do you know Kuromi's patient Baku? This cabinet will be made in the shape of Baku. Looks good, right? Make a little more decoration to the cabinet. A Kuromi alarm clock.
Excellent!
And some colorful books.
Let me help you, Lisa. Absolutely stunning.
And it's for you.
This is for a bed, Lisa.
Sure, thank you. Decorate the mattress a bit. And of course, an awesome Kuromi headboard. Take a piece of clay and wrap it around the cardboard. The Kuromi will have a pretty purple bow with white border around. With dots inside. Put the pieces together and it will look like this. Stunning! Make a pair of slippers from clay. Not inferior to Melody's room, right? A little more transportation. I will make a car here. Create rims for the wheels to provide friction. Four wheels. Looks great! Do you like raising fish? Add a beautiful small fish tank to decorate the house. Hello, little fish.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Welcome to Miniature House.
Hello everyone, I'm Lisa.
I need help. Help! I am tied in chains.
So let me walk you through how to create this adorable Hello Kitty dollhouse step by step. Okay, now to make that cute little tub, I used a piece of cardboard and made an oval shape. Then I took my cat paw cutter and traced around it with a pencil. Now comes the fun part. I covered it with glue, then a piece of blue tile pattern paper, then trimmed it, and added this extra side piece. It's like a little swimming pool, but without the water. So cute. To finish the tub, I glued strips of a pink shimmer tape to the side. Now for the really fun stuff. I grabbed a little bag of this white clay and started playing with it. After stretching it out, I rolled it into a long, thin shape and bent it to form the base for the shower. Then I made it even prettier by adding beads and a yellow flower at the top. So adorable. Oh no! Frog, you just slimed her up. Stop that. Okay, back to the task at hand.
I'm all slimy.
It's alright, Kitty. I'll take care of this. Oh, you are really covered. This is too much slime. Time for a brand new bath. She's all shiny and clean.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now I took a piece of cardboard, used my paw cutter to make a cute little toilet seat shape, cut it out, smoothed the edges, and added some glue. Now to build the bottom portion. I took the white clay and wrapped it around the base, added pink clay for the rim, and then added this cute white lacy trim and pink ribbon hearts. After that, I cut out a circle of clay and glued it on top. Added the little pink cover and a pink bow with white details to finish the adorable toilet. Next, I got back to work and using my cat paw cutter, traced a Hello Kitty face shape. Cut it out, then glued on blue paper, and then made a cute little mirror shape. After that, I used clay and made the little head shape to add the details to make it look like Hello Kitty. I then added a cute Hello Kitty face to the top of the mirror using clay and a black marker. I placed the mirror paper into the center of the clay oval and gently pressed it down, making sure it was secure and there weren't any air bubbles. Now for some more clay, I grabbed white and pink and molded the bottom part of the shampoo bottle, and added a few details to make it look real. Next, I added some details. I used a yellow clay dot for her nose, tiny black dots for eyes, and a black marker to draw on whiskers, a mouth, and 3 little wavy lines on the pink bottle to represent the shampoo label. Then, I took an even tinier pink clay ball and flattened it. This became the little cap for the shampoo bottle.
Help me! Help! I need help.
You should be careful. We don't want you to get hurt.
Thank you, Lisa.
Let's take a look inside. Look, the mixer is so adorable and it matches perfectly in your house. Then I took a whole new direction and pulled out this Hello Kitty mixer toy and blender and batteries, and started playing with it. I started up some slime with little beads. It looked really fun, and I know my Hello Kitty would love it. I mixed a little banana milk in as well to make it even yummier. Then it was time for the blender. I added a few pieces of the candies and turned on the blender. Next, I carefully placed these candies in the blender and started blending them. Haha! I poured all these colorful candy beans into the container and put the lid on. Okay, now it's time to make the kitchen. Using my cutting skills, I cut more cardboard and added paper, just like the other parts of the house, to make the base for a kitchen counter. Then I added the tiny little mirror, cut out a piece of foam board, and used some mini candy buttons as the stove knobs. I wanted it to look as realistic as possible, so I found some yellow and pink strips to make the edges of the cabinet look real. For the stove, I took a piece of black foam board, cut it to size, and stuck it on the counter. Next, I created a teapot out of white clay, adding pink for the details, and then added a yellow knob. Using a black marker, I drew on the Hello Kitty face. Now to make the super cute flower pot, I used some yellow clay and I made a cute pot shape. Then I filled the pot with some clay and created a flower on the top. So now for this cute Hello Kitty flower, I grabbed a tiny ball of pink clay and I started by flattening it a little bit. It's a little tricky, but with my clay tool, I'm able to make the edges a little bit softer and give it a rounded edge. Then I grabbed a smaller piece of the same pink clay and gave it a teardrop shape so I can glue it onto the main base of the flower. It's a bit sticky, but it's working. I then created a stem using green clay, then added a leaf. I stuck the stem into the pot and voila, a cute flower pot for the kitchen.
Oh, the poor flower is wilting. We need to water it. Pretty flower alive now.
For the fridge, I also used cardboard to cut the shape and then covered the base with white craft paper. Then, I put pink and blue strips in the front to give it a little design. Made a tiny pull handle for the front, then added a little face on to make it look like Hello Kitty. I used black marker for her eyes and mouth and a bit of clay for the nose. Alright Kitty, it's time to get our new refrigerator all stocked up. Are you excited to fill it with yummy foods for your dollhouse?
Oh, yes, please. I'm ready. Let's start by making sure that we are prepared.
First up, you want your favorite strawberries in the top shelf, so that everyone can see them first when they open your fridge. Okay, what do you want next?
Wow, they're so cute.
What do you think, Kitty? Does everything look good in your new fridge?
Yes, it's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, it's time to make the Hello Kitty logo hanger. First, I cut a piece of foam and then I cut out the logo.
Help! I am tied in chains.
Calm down. I will pull it out.
Thank you, Lisa.
Next, I put some glue on the foam, then attached my logo and the final part. I added the hook using a gold chain. Finally, I glued it onto a wall. For the dining table, I used a piece of cardboard, covered it in light blue paper, and added a pretty lace-like trim along the bottom. It looks so dainty. Then, to complete the look, I put rhinestones to give it a real elegant style. For the chairs, I made a base out of white cardboard and a cushion-like shape, using pink clay that had a diamond pattern with a heart. They even have a cute paw print design on the back of each chair.
I made a delicious tart just for you. Oh no! Oh no! You're choking! Here's some water, Frog.
Thank you. That was a close one.
For the headboard, I cut out a Hello Kitty shape using cardboard and some pink foam to give it depth. Then I used gold trim, white and pink clay, and a bit of marker to bring her to life. Then I added the bed. The bed itself was easy. I used a rectangular box to make a frame, and I put my clay pillow into a piece of soft pink cloth with lace and strawberry ribbon and glued it onto the base.
My chair.
Great idea to share is like this. Let's make this adorable. My Melody and Kuromi dollhouse together. Then I'm going to cover the bottom with a piece of cute wooden pattern paper.
Hi, I'm Melody. Let's make a room for me.
I'm starting with cardboard boxes, carefully making sure they are roughly the size I want for the bed and the desk. Next, I'm using some glue to carefully attach pink pattern paper all over each box until it's fully covered, making them cute and pink. I'm using a small piece of cardboard and cutting it into a rectangular shape, and then I'll cover it with some adorable pink fabric with white polka dots. Now I'm going to add a lace trim and then create the quilted cushion with clay and top it off with cute little clay flowers. Now I am pressing the clay with a flat, smooth object, making sure to press the clay down in a slow and even motion. Finally, I'm using a sharp blade to carefully trim the edges, making sure to follow the pattern to create a clean, defined shape and carefully removing the excess clay. For the edges of the bed, I'm using pink felt to create a ruffled look and adding tiny beads to give the bed a complete look. I'm starting by cutting a rounded rectangular shape out of cardboard. This will be the base for our headboard. Next, I'm covering the base with a thin layer of pink clay, molding it to create a smooth, even surface.
Using white clay, I'm shaping a smaller oval to create the white area of my Melody's face, and carefully placing it onto the pink clay. I'm creating small black ovals for my Melody's eyes and a cute yellow nose, placing them gently onto the white clay. Using markers, I'm carefully adding small lines and details, including my Melody's rosy cheeks and her cute little mouth. I'm taking my pink and white clay and creating tiny ovals and circles, then attaching them together to create my Melody's signature bow. Finally, I'm attaching the bow to the top of the head between her ears to complete the headboard. I love it! Let's place it in the house! I'm using a piece of yellow cardstock paper and cutting out 2 shapes of a duck, and then 1 rectangle which will serve as the shells. I will add the small rectangle piece in the middle to make shells and then attach everything together. Using pink clay, I'm creating a basic cup shape, and then using white clay to add the base for the faces. After molding the cup to my liking, I'll add eyes, a nose, and tiny details with black and yellow clay. I'm adding the details with markers and add tiny bows on the ears. I'm starting with a square piece of cardboard, covering it with a polka dot pattern using fabric and attaching it firmly to the cardboard base. Now I'm using white lace to trim the edges. And for the strap, I'm using a thin piece of pink clay. Lastly, I'm adding a cute 3D clay detail. Then, I'm using a jump ring to attach to the strap to make it look like a purse. I want to make a clock from this. Okay, Melody. I am taking a piece of cardboard and cutting out a shape for our clock. Using pink clay, I cover the front of our clock and add a white clay circle. With markers, I added the details for the clock. And finally, I add a bead and some thread for the pendulum. To complete the look, I'm adding more markers and detail to the clock and the pendulum. Let's hang it on! Get off my bed! Don't cry, Kuromi. Melody, be nice. This bed has space for 2 of you. I am using some cardboard to create a rectangle base and some small triangles for the legs and attaching them together using glue. I'm taking some pink clay and making a rectangle shape. Then adding a white screen with another pink frame. Using clay, I'm molding it into the computer shape I want. Then I'm using markers to add details for the keyboard, screen, and frame. Lastly, I am adding a stand. I'm taking a small ball of pink clay and kneading it thoroughly to make it soft and easy to work with. I'm taking my blade and gently pressing it onto my clay keyboard to add the detail of the keys, making sure the lines are evenly spaced. For the seat of the chair, I'm cutting out a small rectangular piece. Then, with some clay, I'm adding details for the bow on the chair. My chair! My chair! Great idea to share is like this. I'm taking pink clay and making a small bowl. Then I am taking some white clay to outline the edges of the toilet and also create the seat. Using markers, I am giving the toilet a face, and then finishing it off by adding a pink ribbon along the bottom of it. I am creating a small box shape out of cardboard and using glue to secure it into place. Then I'm covering the cabinet in bright colors using paper and a print of Melody. To finish the look, I'm adding small colored paper details and beads for the door handles. Using clay, I'm creating a mini tub shape, taking extra care in shaping it, and I'm using tools to give it a textured look. Next, I am using some pink clay to create a curvy spout shape. Once everything is connected, I'm adding some beads and small clay pieces for extra detail. Next, I will show you how to make a Melody's mirror with cardboard and paper.
I love the Kuromi sleepers.
Using cardboard, I'm creating a rectangle shape and then I'm adding a staircase to one side. Then I'm covering each step with glitter cardstock, using all the colors of the rainbow to create my staircase. Lastly, I'm adding small beads to the sides of my staircase for a bit of charm.
Lisa, let's make the sofa from this.
Now, using the cardboard template, I'm cutting out 2 identical pieces from black felt. This will be the front and back of Kuromi's face. Then I'm taking a piece of white felt and molding it onto the black face and adding all the key details. I will cut out the shapes of the eyes and mouth using felt. Now I'm going to use markers to add the details to the facial features of Kuromi. Finally, I'm adding 2 small beads for the nose and 2 small bows for the ears. I am making a cardboard structure for the base, ensuring that the shape looks like a sofa. I'll use soft purple felt to cover the sofa, giving it a plush look and adding purple pom-poms along the edges of the sofa. I'm cutting up small pieces of purple fabric and filling them up with fluffy material and then adding them to my sofa.
Let's recycle this, Lisa.
I'm using some bottle caps to make the base of my tiny table. Finally, I'm mixing the slime with the rainbow glitter and foam balls, so it can be filled in the pool. For the rainbow pool, I'm using clay to create a cylindrical container and cover it with a clay that's shaped like a brick.